Courtney Hogg was asking for.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You set a plan like that, it all comes off, and then the catch goes down. What a tragedy for Hogg and for Hugh. From the members' end, Marshall taking strike. Put him down. Well, winning the toss and putting the opposition in needs a bit of luck and some brilliance in the field. They've put down 3 catches today.
Yes, and they don't come much easier, that one. Ballooning out there to Graham Wood. Tried to take it down on his...
And an edge just going wide of the slips, and not a very convincing way for Jeffrey Dujon to bring up his 50.
He's played better than that. It was a good delivery. It was well up after the bouncer, almost a Yorker, short of a good length. He tried to turn it on the onside, got the outside edge, beat the 3rd slip border and raced away for 4 runs, and takes Dujon onto a very valuable...
And that's dropped. Really a regulation catch at 2nd slip, went right through Dyson.
Beautiful piece of bowling this, a thick edge, regulation catch. Wasn't even knocked down, and away it went.
Just a little shorter border, or did it carry? It carried all right, and that's another one down. The catching.
Finds the edge, and that one gets away from Alan Border, who's not having his best day at 3rd slip.
Well, that's part of the concentration, part of the frustration when you're in the field for a day and 2 sessions.
And it's dropped. An easy chance put down at mid-off by the captain, Kim Hughes. Not much going right for Kim Hughes in this test series, and that was a comfort.
2 of them out there at mid-off, saving 1 for this batsman, and those 2 are the 2 that change. That's in the air, he's dropped him! My goodness, that was a straightforward catch. The ball lobbed up in the air, and Wood at mid-wicket just put it down.
The same end that Terry Alderman is at now. Terry Alderman looking at his hands.
Greenwich tried to jam it into the ground, but didn't quite get over it enough. Lawson comes in now to bowl to Dujon.
He's put it down. First ball. And the Australian catching continues to be sieve-like.
Oh, that's up in the air, and the trap's been set, and he's going to go. Oh, he's... That was the greatest dolly of all time, and have a look at Lawson. The trap was set, Dutchy Holland, 15 to 20 yards in, and that was hit straight down his throat, and he dropped it.
Again, edge to 1st step Vessels. Well, the outside edge of the bat being found with some frequency here. And Gomes again edging into the slips, this time a little bit finer to Vessels.
Bennett to Gomes.
And down it goes. I'm not sure whether that was an edge or whether he hit the ground. There's certainly a noise. I would say there's an edge there. And the ball goes.
He's hit that high, going down towards square leg. Will this be out? He's going to go. He's got... Oh, he's dropped it. I don't believe it. He's dropped it. An absolute dolly.
And kept the Vessels. Poor old Murray Bennett. He's had a couple of catches put down today. Kept the Vessels taken out of the slip cordon, put down a deep backward square leg, and really they don't come much easier than that. He had very little area to cover. He came in about 10, 15 yards. He was right underneath, had plenty of time, straight through the hands, forced its way through and down. And poor old Murray Bennett struggling to get his 1st wicket.
Richards down the other end now. Courtney Walsh has got the strike. Field has come in a bit. Oh, and he's dropped.
Kepler again, that was a lot more difficult. A big edge, Courtney Walsh tried to repeat that 6 down the ground, and Vessels gets a hand to it at first slip, 2 in a row.
Oh, was that a catch or did he hit it into the ground? I don't think that was a catch. McDermott's a bit excited, but Dujon attempted to squeeze that Yorker out.
Yeah, McDermott thought it was a catch. Dujon going, yes, he went underneath the ball. That was a top edge, and I think I'd give that as a catch.
The ball to Gomes. Put him down. Sharp chance. In fact, the fielder very bravely was coming forward, Graham Wood. Yes, perhaps a little bit too keen there, and that one coming at him a little quicker than he thought. One has to be a little careful of getting too close at full.
In there, he's out. Drop. What a chance. That was straight in. And how could Greg Ritchie drop that?
Well, they don't come any easier than that. Greg Ritchie holding his face there. Anyone that's played cricket, they know what it's like to drop a catch. That was beautifully bowled by...
Well, that's gone up in the air. Someone's got a call for it. Boone's underneath it. He said mine. Will he catch it? It's very high. He's dropped it. My goodness, I don't believe it. It went miles up in the air, but he had all the time in the world to take it. Well, what a blow. It never rains. But Boone hardly had to move an inch, had his eyes on it the whole way, and tried to catch it with that cup position underneath the chin. And O'Donnell to Haynes.
Just to his left, it might just have carried. Difficult chance to Kepler Vessels, low to his left. And Vessels' crouch. In the air, down to Lawson, he drops it. Not easy, but not often you see Jeff Lawson put down a catch. And that was certainly catchable, whipped away by Richards, and it could. You would expect Jeff Lawson to take that catch 9 times out of 10.
O'Donnell to Viv Richards.
Hammered back at him. Completes the over from O'Donnell. Well bowled, just the 1 run coming from.
This should be out. Well, that time it was Greg Ritchie.
And he was very, very slow getting into position. Sure, the sun there, but it's there 365 days of every year. You've got to make allowance.
Faces McDermott. That one down the ground. This could be out. Hoggs moving around. He'll catch it. Oh, he's dropped it. They have got the dropsies. They've dropped 4 now for sure, and there was a half chance back to the bowler as well. No way in the world you can win, especially against these guys if you drop them so regularly.
Position well and straight through, getting both hands to it. Regulation outfield catch, and just to rub salt in the wound, it rolled into the boundary for 4.
Faces Vessels. One out of 2.
And this is not a replay. It was quite obviously Border, who pouched Gus Logie a moment ago.
Edged and, oh, straight through the 2 slip fieldsmen there, Kepler Vessels and David Boone.
It's in the air. Will it be out? Wood's going to fall. He's gone. Rushing backwards he was, and as a result of trying to do that too quickly, falling over, and Lawson hangs his head. No wicket for 31. Absolute dolly there. So off goes the hat, which is one sure way to make sure the sun gets in your eyes.
McDermott getting under it. Oh, and he's put it down. Didn't get into position quickly. And what's more, he's then loafed after the ball and let Richardson get back for a second run.
Had plenty of time to get around. He misjudged it at the final end. He had to lunge forward, and then he just hangs around.
Oh, he's dropped him. Another one down. That was pretty straightforward. Well, we haven't seen Phillips drop that many. He should have caught that.
Yeah, he's not using his feet, Simon O'Donnell. Got a good tight first over. Lloyd.
Got to catch it. Well done. Oh, it's gone over. He's pushed it over, I think, over the boundary for 6. Steve Smith, Australian fielders.
He took a magnificent catch at square leg earlier. That was a regulation catch. It came straight to him.
Well, that's straight down the ground. It's high in the air. Once again, he's underneath it. Will he catch it? He's dropped it. What a good effort that was. Well, that could be the difference in this match. And Terry Alderman and Gomes the men out. We're into the 17th over now. And he's dropped again. That's the 3rd time Vivian Richards has been dropped. A couple of real hard ones, but that one, well, also pretty.
19 overs.
Never even looked like getting to it. Rodney Hogg shows all the pain of a man who's just been punched right in the solar plexus. Craig McDermott, the fielder.
Notice how awkwardly Craig McDermott is moving there. He misjudged it completely. The ball was going away from him. And after 44 overs, West Indies 13 runs ahead of Australia.
Dropped. Very difficult, but dropped. 2 runs to Logie.
A gallant attempt from Jeff Lawson, that. The ball seemed to be curving away from the fast bowler as Logie sliced that drive. It was low, fast. Lawson got down very well, but nonetheless it must go down as a miss. Even the vestige of a chance must be recorded.
27 after 10. Too short, Lawson, and dropped. Straight in and out again, Dean Jones, the man at backward square leg. And once again, the dropping of catches, a feature of Australian fielding this season.
Oh, and he's dropped him. He definitely hit the cover of that. And it's written all over the face of McCurdy there. A big edge, and Phillips put it down.
Oh dear, oh dear. Border is absolutely disconsolate. He can't believe it.
Accelerating nicely.
Oh, and an attempt there by Border, and what an attempt it was too. Flying away in the air to his left. Just got a hand to it, but wasn't able to hang on. Well, that was so close. Downton slashing outside off stump in the air. He's gone. No, he's dropped him. My goodness, the first opportunity, a real one for Australia. And Fowler falling for the trap. The man in there is Alderman at second slip. They've set that specifically for the edge. It was a pretty straightforward catch. Went quite quickly, mind you. That's in the air. This could be out. Will it get to him? Yes, it will. Oh, he's dropped it. I don't believe it. That was the most straightforward little dolly catch, and Simon O'Donnell came in, and for some reason he just dropped it.
What an extraordinary performance. Simon O'Donnell, the most reliable of fieldsmen, a VFL footballer, the safest pair of hands, a good mark, going down to take that catch.
It's a top edge. This could be out or fall safe. He's getting under the order. He's a good fieldsman. Oh, he's put it down. Very difficult, but he got there. It went through his hands, run down his chest, and they pick up 2 runs. Well, I think that's the 50th catch the Australians have dropped this summer.
That's
points in all international matches, test matches and limited overs. 50 chances. That includes, I think, a couple of stumpings as well. But the half century up, a very difficult one there for Terry Alderman, but they're the ones international players are supposed to catch.